Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. Oh, Krishnagandhi Prabhu. Very good. You want it?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That might be too much.
Yes.
Cartels. We have 8 cartels.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pascharya Desatarine Namaste Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Sri Krishna Maum Vishnu Paraya Radhikaya Kriyatmane Sri Sri Man Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Niti Namine Namaum Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Kriyatmane Vedanta Narayan Nitinamine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Yes.
harmonium, Vagini? Which harmonium should be played?
This one,
that
the
one.
little harmonium?
Yeah, this little
Yeah, the
harmonium
little
for you is
harmonium
best.
better.
That one?
Yeah, I'll bring it to you.
No, it's not. Josh can play that.
Is Das here? Yes,
Yeah.
he's here. There's a harmonium here. I'll turn on a hop.
Josh, you wanna play harmonium? Josh?
Your post.
I don't know how closely we are in tune.
There's harmonium there.
It is our-
Hare Krishna.
It's right there, Dot.
Upbeat.
Not that one, but that one. Yeah,
There
that
it
one's
is.
not working.
Almost 7. We're very happy to be here tonight. A big surprise. I never knew that Prahlad Prabhu was living here. I never met him before, but he is like our family, dearmost uncle and brother in the 80s, when we just came to the devotee association. Then we were thought to distribute music records and books. And the music was provided by Prahlad Prabhu. And we were telling all the people that we met, this is a very good record with beautiful music. And there were a few other names on the album also. Neil Diamond, some others. It was some way to sell the music, but it was anyhow. What was the name of that record? You remember? Open the doors of your heart, and that would be called the
Night and Day Dream, programs.
one was with the red, the sunset.
Adventures of the Great King Ram.
So many records. And I always hear his glories. He is continuing to provide very nice, attractive songs for the masses so that they become inspired to develop their transcendental consciousness or Krishna consciousness. And this time we were in Los Angeles and we heard that when he is in Canada, this time is his winter break, you are on winter break, but in the summer he tours all over Canada and he sings, especially in concerts, and then he also invites devotees. Pujapad Bhakti Padain Maharaj is also part of his programs, and he comes every year and he speaks to the audience, Krishna Katha.
And every year we do between 10 and 15 new disciples.
Wonderful. So very good way of preaching, and Srila Prabhupada actually ordered him to make and write songs about Krishna consciousness. So I never knew that I had the good fortune to meet him face to face in Maui.
1976.
So tonight we are assembled, many familiar faces and some new faces. Prabhu, you are for the first time perhaps. Your name is?
Hari.
Hari, huh?
Hari.
But you seem to be a senior devotee. You've been around for many years.
I am humbly honored to be here and my extended family.
Hari is the name of Krishna, so you are Haridas. Very nice. So we will continue to speak the glories of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, and this includes actually the whole process of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, our beloved Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, they all came for this purpose. So we'll start with more glorification, especially we are honored to have our Prabhupada Bhakti Swarup Srila Maharaj in our midst. Yesterday also we had a wonderful presentation, and I hope that all of you have switched off your cell phone. And if you want to chant your Harinam, do it in mind or do it, hide your bead bag or something, that nobody feels inconvenient.
Today on the internet, Harikatha was the lecture by Sri Narayan Maharaj, Guru Gurudev, specifically about that point. He was telling everyone, put your beads away, stop making flowers.
Yes, knitting, anything. Try to give your full attention. So we'll elaborate a little bit more on that before Maharaji speaks. First, we invoke the causeless mercy and blessings of our Guru Parampara and all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Guru Dinatarine Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavaktaya Namo Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Anarpitacharin Chirat Karunaya Vatirna Kalau samarpaitum unnata ujjvala rasam svabhakti sriyam. Haripurata sundara durti kadamba sandipitaha sadaridaye kandare spuratu va Sachinandanaha Vanchakalpatarupyascha kripa sindhuva eva cha patittanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my unlimited Dandavat Pranams unto the lotus feet of my beloved Paramarajada Guru Pada Padma, Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajak Acharya, Ashtotahadastata Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Unto his dearmost friends and eternal associates, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. I offer my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and pray for their causeless mercy. Unto Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Prakyan Kesava Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, and all Rupanuga Guru Varga, all spiritual masters, all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and eternal associates, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Yugal and Sri Sri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu. I offer my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and pray for their causeless mercy. And to all the devotees assembled here, headed by Pujyapat Bhakti Swarup Sridhar Maharaj and our honored host, Sripat Prahlad Prabhu, Sripat Chiranjeev Prabhu, Sripat Narahari Prabhu, Krishna Kanti Prabhu, Vedanta Sutra Prabhu, Dayal Hari, and all Haridas Prabhu, and all sisters, brothers. Some are still on their way. Maybe not easy to find.
Can't find it.
But we also offer our humble Dandavat Pranams to Gaur Sundara Prabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Pankaj Prabhu, all devotees, Bhakta Adam Prabhu, Dayanidhi Prabhu. Please accept my humble Dandavat Pranams and bestow your causeless mercy. Our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Every year, at the time of the disappearance day of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he would invite all Vaishnavas to come and assemble in Sevakunja, the area within Vrindavan, where Krishna and Srimati Radhika engage in their eternal pastimes in a very special way. We are hearing all these beautiful descriptions, even though we are Badajiv, we are not transcendentally situated. And our Gurudev was specially inclined to glorify Srila Rupa Goswami's teachings. And for 3 days, up till Baladev Purnima, he would invite all speakers to glorify. He had invited from all different spiritual institutions, their leaders, and he also invited his own devotees, brahmacharis, to speak. And it was every year a beautiful festival. Even though in the beginning we could not understand very much, but every year, listening again and again, more and more beautiful. And the association was so beautiful and uplifting that always we were looking forward to this special period. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, yesterday we heard Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada described, he is the engineer of the Krishna consciousness movement. He is the original founder of Krishna Conscious Society, coming from Sri Krishna himself, Sri Sachinandana Gaura Hari, who came for this specific purpose. We have heard over the last few days how before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, there was no relishment of transcendental happiness. such as the loving relationships that are experienced in transcendental Vrindavan. Our Pujyapat Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj explains in a very beautiful way how in this world all living entities, they are possessed of consciousness. And according to their consciousness, they perceive God in a different way. Those who are particularly identifying themselves with their body or mind, which are material coverings, the subtle body or the material gross body, they have faith in God, some of them, and some of them not. Some are more moral, they have some moral values. But those who pray to God, mostly their prayers and their faith in God is to provide them with the facilities that are necessary to maintain happy engagement, exchange of the senses and the sense objects within this world. Whether it is family members or anyhow, they are praying for, please God, give me bread and water. Give me the facilities in this world so that I can be without any worries, without any problems. But however we try, and that is also the inevitable result of this type of belief in God, there must come a point that we become hopeless, because this world is not made to facilitate eternal enjoyment of the material, temporary senses and their objects. So this type of God consciousness, it is there in most people who have faith in God. And there is some other type, which is little more improvement, that we believe in God and that He is transcendentally situated. And that we also are transcendental identity, but we have no clear idea who we are and who is God. And that results in a very dangerous position. That means we may end up in the Nirvishesha or in the Sunyavadi, in the conceptions that are promoted by followers of Lord Buddha. Especially nowadays, this is all pervading all over the world. That we deny this material world. We deny all its facilities, but we want to merge somehow or other in the overall existence, all pervading God, Brahman, or love or energy, losing our own identity. Then there are those who have full faith in the Vedic scriptures, and they study very carefully. They meet saintly personalities, and they hear about God, and they believe that God is situated in the transcendental world. There is such a thing as the transcendental world, and there is also a loving relationship with God. But everything is based upon God is great, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are His servant. This is a very nice idea, to have an experience of. It is also completely acceptable. If God is there, He must be great, He must be the Supreme Personality. And Srila Prabhupada especially, he emphasized this. Why? Because until and unless we accept that we are tiny, insignificant, we are humble, and we have only one purpose, that is to connect through service with the Supreme Atma, the Super Soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message and teachings, they go even beyond that. And Srila Prabhupada has explained all these beautiful concepts in his books. But the highest level of God consciousness is that God becomes junior and the devotee becomes senior. That is only possible in Vrindavan, in Vraja Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan, and that very Vrindavan manifest is eternally present in this material creation, in one of the universes. And sometimes in this universe, once in a day of Brahma, 4,320,000,000 times 2. Also, Krishna makes his roadshow appear on this planet, that we are presently fortunate to be residing. But anywhere in the material creation, this beautiful pastime of Krishna is going on. And we can participate in that, provided we become qualified. that we can participate in loving relationships with the Supreme Personality, yeah? Just like as if He is our son, our friend, or our most beloved. Isn't that unbelievable that that type of God consciousness is available? And this is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yeah, came to distribute freely. This is called Prema Pumarto Mahan. This is love of God. And Srila Prabhupada very carefully prepares throughout his literature's transcendental teachings that this is the aim and object of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, yeah, the followers of Rupa Goswami especially. We have heard yesterday the beautiful descriptions of what is the bhava or relishment or transcendental relationship of service between Sri Radha and Krishna and Manjaris. Yeah. This is the most attractive form of worship, and it is such a thing that Srila Sridhar Maharaj explains that the necessity of service is the highest in that era where there is the most relishment, the most experience of transcendental loving exchange. Always increasing, and it is a pure existence. It means that all are welcome, no one is excluded. All are welcome in that area. So yesterday a little bit we touched upon this, and today I want to just share a little bit which I heard from Pujapad Sridhar Maharaji during my travels with him. Yesterday we heard about Shravanam. This is the beginning and first stage of the process of spiritual perfection, or obtaining pure Krishna consciousness. Without Shravanam, we cannot progress 1 inch. Now this is a bit of a problem, because in Krishna consciousness there are many activities, and some of them are very happy and relishable, especially dancing and chanting. And Mahaprasada is most relishable. Yeah, that is the easiest service that we can engage in. But to listen to philosophy is a little hard. Yeah. But still, this is the process to obtain perfection. If we want to obtain perfection, we must increase the ability, the quality, the interest in listening to Harikatha, the descriptions of the name, form, qualities, associates and pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. For this it is advised, if we want to obtain perfection in obtaining a position that is completely free from any material inebriety and completely infused with loving attachment, that is such a thing that it is a completely personal, spontaneous, transcendental relationship, experience. That thing is available, we are invited to come in that era, in that area. That is called the process of pure Krishna consciousness, or Raga Anuga Bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have heard his glories. He came for this reason. Prem Ras, Niryas, Korite, Ashvada, to taste the specific prem that he could not taste in his identity as Krishna. He could not taste, he cannot taste even the prem that is within the most dedicated assistance of Srimati Radharani, the personification of Aladini Shakti herself, Swarup Shakti. That is Srimati Radharani Vrishabhananandini. Her attendant, her maidservants, the Manjaris, what they experienced, Krishna cannot. So he manifested, he had to take another birth. He had to come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to experience this, and even then he could only experience it with the help, the assistance of the intimate associates of Srimati Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, Swarudamada, Rairamaranda. And how to distribute it? Only with the help of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad and all team members. Manjaris, our Guru Parampara, they are all the followers of Rupa Goswami. And all of them have a perfected form. If Gurudev is not perfect, very hard to progress in bhakti. Very, very hard. Therefore it is described in Shastra, one must approach a perfect, transcendental spiritual master who is in the line of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, in order to obtain the wealth that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute. Now, we will go to the beginning. Yeah. The beginning of Krishna consciousness is hearing, Shravanam. Srila Prabhupada explains in Sri Upadeshamrita, there are 5 stages. Shravanam, yeah. Then Varanam, then Smaranam, then Bhavapana, and then Sampati. So if we perfect our Shravanam, then we will come to the stage of Varanam. Varanam means we accept completely that the eternal pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna, Sri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu, are the only reality. And we have only one objective, that we want to completely identify with these transcendental realities. Their pastimes are our life and soul. And we hear that the perfected soul, the perfected spiritual teacher, he is 24 hours a day absorbed. Yeah? That is called, remembering with great eagerness the beautiful pastimes, names, forms, qualities of Sri Radha Madhava. Every morning we sing this beautiful prayer. This is the ideal spiritual master. Now, spiritual master telling all we should try to improve. From beginning, our ability to listen very carefully. This is very hard. Yeah. So from Maharaji I heard, I want to share with you this. Yeah, very nice. Which is very important. Yeah. In hearing, you have 3 categories basically. And we all are, going through these motions, time to time, It is said that if we hear with attention, then we get the greatest benefit. If we hear without much attention, it will take many, many lifetimes to progress in Krishna consciousness. Still there is sukriti, there is impressions. But the more we can listen with attention, the more our progress in Krishna consciousness is very fast. And that means we will be able to identify with the transcendental world. And our relationship with the transcendental world, the transcendental pastimes, will actually become a reality within our heart. So if we have come somehow or other in this great association of Krishna's devotees, we have come in contact with the teachings of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all his followers, who have churned all the Vedas with only one objective, to make it very easy for us to enter this beautiful process of Krishna consciousness. Then Smaranam should be meditated upon, should be considered how we can improve our ability to listen very carefully. So 3 categories are there when we have an audience. You can judge in look in your heart where we are situated. We can all look. The first one is called Shrota. You remember Narahari Prabhu? Shrota? What is the definition of Shrota?
One who just hears sincerely.
That personality who comes at the beginning when we start to do our bhajans. From the beginning, he or she is there and with attention participates. And throughout the presentation of the topics of Krishna consciousness by the speaker, he or she listens very, very attentively, not looking here and there, with full attention, only the ears. And this is the best process. Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada said, because I listened very carefully, I could speak very nicely. Our Guru Maharaj noted this. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada said, you cannot see Krishna with his eyes, with his mind. You can only see by ears. So listen very attentively. It is the ideal audience who listens with full attention, who doesn't become diverted. The other group is Sarota. So first is Shrota. That is the best. We will have to come in that category one day in order to perfect our process of Shravanam. And what is the result if we perfect the process of Shravanam? The result is that by Gurudev's mercy, our spiritual identity will become clear within our consciousness. Yeah, we will experience, yeah, what is our spiritual body, what is our age, what is our name, what is our dress, yeah, what is our form, what is our relationship, yeah, what is our group of, yeah, friends and associates, eternal friends and associates, and especially what is our service, and where do we reside, yeah, and what is our specific personal obligation or duty or desire to engage in. So these things, they will manifest if we listen very carefully, yeah, not only to Harikatha but also to the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the perfection. If we want to chant and improve the quality of our chanting, then listening very carefully to high-class teachings, especially the descriptions of the glories of the holy names. The descriptions of the glories of Sri Krishna's names, forms, qualities, pastimes, and especially the place where Krishna resides eternally. What is his home? If we listen about this, then our chanting will increase. Okay. Turn off your cell phones. Now, we come to the second class of listener. Yeah? Sarota. Yeah? He or she will keep his cell phone on. He will come in the middle of the class, yeah, and he will sit or she will sit, yeah, and looks here and there or walks around and thinks, oh, this is a beautiful house, oh, but this I don't like so much. And the speaker, anyway, they always speak about the same things. I don't need to listen, yeah. And my phone, I don't need to turn it off because somebody may have some important message for me, yeah. And then in this way he's always looking or she's looking around and making so many observations, but not giving attention to the speaker. Yeah? This is called sarota. Yeah. Now, the third class of listener, yeah, Pangpus, Prabhu, come sit in the front. Yeah. Don't be shy. Yeah.
Can I carry my cell phone with me? Is that okay? Or
well, put it in flight mode.
Oh.
Put it in flight mode.
I can put it like
flight mode.
Can I talk? Have a conversation?
Flight mode. So the third class of listener, yeah, he or she will come in the class, may come in the beginning, yeah, but will look at where is the wall, yeah, where is some nice chair I can sit in, yeah, and they sit in the chair or they lean against the wall. And then what happens? Yeah, in the beginning they hear something of the class, yeah, and then after a while they doze away. Their attention goes and they fall asleep, yeah. Or anyhow they have no attention. They just feel relaxed, and when will the class be over? And in the meantime they fall asleep. And then at the end of the class, they suddenly wake up, yeah. And then they say to, that was a good class, wasn't it? Yeah. And then somehow or other. So this one category is called Sota. Sota, so we have Shrota, Sarota and Sota. Yeah. So these three types of experience, we all know about them. Yeah. Sometimes we cannot avoid it because all day long we are working. So when we come to Harikatha, we need some relax. But for a devotee or an aspiring devotee who really sincerely wants to take full advantage of the opportunity to develop Krishna consciousness, they will become very interested to hear Harikatha. No matter who the speaker is, yeah, they want to go deeper and deeper into the experience of what it is like to connect by soul, yeah, with the Supreme Personality, yeah, Super Soul. Not only that, especially they want to hear, yeah, that is the perfection of Shravanam. After hearing, yeah, this process is described by our Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Harikatha, we become interested and we think, oh, this philosophy is very nice, I want to apply it in my life. After hearing again and again, especially in the high-class association of pure Gurudev, we will hear all the beautiful teachings and pastimes of Sri Krishna. But after some time, we will become interested, yeah, in that particular, yeah, pastime which is most attractive. And Srila Prabhupada called this is the postgraduate study of Krishna consciousness. Yeah, the postgraduate teachings of Krishna consciousness. And where are they described? Especially in the books of Srila Rupa Goswami and his contemporaries. Especially we can find it in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu or Nectar of Devotion. And also, Srila Prabhupada called this, and he wrote this scripture here in Hawaii, that is Sri Chaitanya Charita Amrita. That is the nectar. If we read these books, Srila Prabhupada, he assures us, also our Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he assures us, anyone who chants Harinam, whether 16 rounds, whether less or more, at the same time they go deeper into the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam, but reading especially Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in their heart something will manifest. What is that? A desire to serve Krishna. Which Krishna? That Krishna which is the life and soul of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. That is Aradhyo Bhagavan Vraja Sattameya Taddhama Vrindavana. We have heard this a few nights ago. That Krishna who is always in Vrindavan, playing like an ordinary child, having loving relationships with his friends, with the cows, with his father and mother, and especially with his beloved gopis. And in such a way that Krishna, that Supreme Personality of Godhead, becomes conquered by the loving devotion, the love and affection of his devotees. That is impossible. No other religion has this concept within their teachings, that God becomes controlled by the love and affection of his devotees. Therefore our Srila Gurudev said, love is God, God is love. Love is the highest definition. And we are invited to come in this era, and it is guaranteed. If we continue to listen, listen means also reading, studying the books. If we study and read the beautiful descriptions in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, no doubt within our heart there will start to manifest a desire. I want to also have such an experience. And if we listen from pure devotees, especially Srila Prabhupada, those of us who had the great fortune to have his personal association, or even those who did not have his personal association, but were able to receive his books, and just watching his videos, watching his pictures, a desire in our heart may manifest. I want to have the same mood that he is experiencing. This is great fortune if that happens within our life. That is called the most important ingredient of developing our transcendental, spontaneous, loving relationship with Sri Radha and Krishna. And this is the qualification to enter Raga Anuga Bhakti. Raga Anuga Bhakti is not something simple, but the platform or the first qualification is obtainable for us. And our Guru Maharaj, he again and again reiterated, I am traveling everywhere in this world only for this purpose, to instill within the hearts of all who are coming the desire to want to have a transcendental, spontaneous, loving, individual relationship with Sri Radha and Krishna in the transcendental world, the transcendental land of Vrindavan, and with Sri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu in the transcendental abode of Navadvita, which is beyond our senses, the perception of these material senses. But this manifestation of Braja Vrindavan and Svetadvip or Navadvip is present within this material creation. And if we leave this body, we have a very good chance, that we will come closer to that abode. Now we are traveling in this world. We have come to Maui, in this beautiful house of Prahlad Prabhu and his good wife. And this is a beautiful place that we have arrived. But there are places which are much more beautiful. And we have to stay here, only for a short time. We are bound, yeah, isn't it? In a few years we'll have to give up this body and this beautiful place also.
1 day or 2.
In a day or two, Prabhu is telling. Yeah. Parikrit Maharaj, 7 days. We don't know which day it may happen in a day or two. So we must be ready. And where we will go, that will determine on the quality of our consciousness, which will be determined by the quality of how much we have heard the glories of the transcendental names, especially Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is a private, completely most beautiful, possession, treasure that we have received from Sri Guru Paramatma. All of us have received this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Even if we have not received formal initiation, still we have received this Mahamantra. And we have received the teachings how to perfect our chanting. So nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can argue with you about that. It is our private property, and we can engage in that beautiful activity. 8 hours a day, 2 hours a day, half an hour a day, 24 hours a day. And in the meantime, we are able to relish the beautiful mellows of the process of how to experience our loving relationship with Sri Krishna. When that will come, when that day will come, that we really truly are able to participate in those beautiful pastimes. Chandrika Didi has made so many beautiful poems about this. When that day will come, this is our most important quest, that one day we want to participate with Sri Guru Paramatma and all perfected, beautiful Vaishnavas in the transcendental pastime under the guidance of that most attractive, beautiful personality, Rupa Goswami and Rupa Manjari. So we will now turn over the mic to Maharaji, and we will hear from his lotus lips further descriptions how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu injected within Sri Rupa Goswami's heart, his own heart, the wealth of his own heart. And he only gave a drop, and that drop is enough to inundate the whole material creation into love, into beautiful waves of love and affection, beautiful, pure love and affection. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhuveva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
You can go up.
नाम श्रेष्ठं मनुमपि सचिपुत्रमत्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रजमुरुपुरीं माथुरीं गोष्ठवाटीं राधाकुण्डं गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवासां प्राप्तो यस्य प्रथितकृपया श्रीगुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवैभव पुरी गोस्वामी नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने। अजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ जुगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ हीलधुलितखेदया विशदया प्रुन्मीलदामोदया साम्यशास्त्रविवादया रसदया चितार्पितोन्मादया शश्वद्भक्तिविनोदया समदया माधुर्यमर्यादया श्रीचैतन्यदया निधे तव दया भूयादमन्दोदया तस्या अपार रससार विलासमूर्ते रानन्दकन्द परमाद्भुत सौख्यलक्ष्म्यः ब्रह्मादिदुर्गमगति वृषभानुजायाः कैङ्कर्यमेव मम जन्मनि जन्मनि स्यात् तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वं नय मां चरणान्तिकम् हा देवी काकुभरगद्गदयाद्य वाचा जाचे निपत्य भुवि दण्डवतोद्भटार्ति अस्य प्रसादमबुधस्य जनस्य कृत्वा गन्धर्विके निजगणे गणनां विधेहि राधे वृन्दावनाधीशे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया तव पादाब्जे दास्यं मह्यं प्रदीयताम् हे देव हे दयित हे भुवन एकबन्धो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैकसिन्धो हे नाथ हे रमण हे नयनाभिराम हा कदानुभवितासि पदं दृशोर्मे नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम् वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। आददानं तृणं दन्तै हृदं जाचे पुनः पुनः श्रीमद्रूपपदाम्भोज धूलिश्यां जन्म जन्मनि। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of my Guru Pada Padma. Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of his divine grace Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of his divine grace Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of his divine grace Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of all Guru Vargas, Guru Parampara and pray their causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sastang dandavas unto the lotus feet of Sripad Nrihari Prabhu, Sripad Krishnakanti Prabhu, Sripad Chiranjeevi Prabhu, Sripad Vedanta Sutra Prabhu, Sripad Prahlad Prabhu, then to Bhavatarini Devi.
By a heart.
Sorry?
Open the corner by a heart.
Then to all present Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis and Sripad Brajnath Prabhu, Sripad other all Prabhus, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, ladies and gentlemen and pray the causeless mercy of all. We have been listening or releasing the glories of Rupa Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yesterday we were listening who is Rupa Goswami and what is Rupa Goswami's glories. So Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari and Manjari's glories are higher. Although looking the service and post is inferior, but service and releasement is more. So what Rupa Goswami is releasing, even it is impossible to Krishna. Yes. So that is why our acharyas, they instructed us what we should desire, we should desire. We cannot release, like Mahaprabhu came not to give the Krishna prem to everyone, but he came for his 3 personal problems to solve. For that I am not going because no time to explain in detail about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his desires which he could able to fulfill. Because our topic is Rupa Goswami's teachings. So if Mahaprabhu's glories and his desires, how he came, what was the problem, it is a different class. And I have discussed in Alaska also. But Mahaprabhu came to solve his 3 personal problems. So those problems which he solved himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is not for you. What is Radharani? Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrusa Vanaiva Swadhya Jaina Dhuta Madhurima Kidrusova Madiha Saukhyam Chasya Madanubhavata Kidrusam Betilova Tadbhavadya Samajani Sachi Garva Sindhu Harindu. These 3 is not for you. So don't think what Mahaprabhu released, we will release. No, we are not authorized for that. So don't imitate. And this is our foolishness. Otherwise we will be cheated and we will be committed offenses. So these 3 which is explained in this verse, this is for personal, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. He what came to give for jivas, that is needed for us. But these personal problems we can listen only. Listen and remember, not for relishment, not to imitate and practice them. So in this verse Mahaprabhu Saukhyam Chasya Madanubhavata Kidrusam Betilova means what Radharani is releasing by the service of Krishna, Krishna wanted to know, but he could not. Why? Krishna is Vishya Vigraha, Radharani is Asra Vigraha of Prema. So Krishna in the form of Vishya, object of the love, he cannot. Because Radharani is shelter of the love. So unless Krishna becomes shelter of love, it cannot be released or realized. So Krishna could not. He tried to his best 125 years continuously, could not. 125 years Krishna tried to his best, beginning from Mathura till Dwaraka, ending past time. 125 years. He tried to his best, he could not. Then he decided, without help of Radharani, it is impossible. Then he, Radha Bhava Dyuti Sivalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Then he took the complexion of Radharani's body and the mood of Radharani's body, which was Mahabhava. So that Mahabhava, which Radharani is experiencing every moment, that cannot be experienced by Jiva. So don't imitate that. So for this Mahaprabhu did not come to give us. For this he came himself to release himself. So what Radharani releasing that Mahabhava, Madanakya, especially the highest is Madanakya Mahabhava. That Madanakya Mahabhava, Mahaprabhu came to release himself, which Radharani is releasing. So it cannot be experienced by Krishna himself also, in Krishna form. What to speak about to others? Krishna is unable, but Rupa Manjari is able to release that. Rupa Manjari is, that is why we should know how glorious Rupa Manjari is. Even Rupa Manjari is so glorious, which cannot be experienced, released and tested by Krishna, but Rupa Manjari can release it very easily. And without any handover, automatic. That's why I don't think that Manjari Bhava is very ordinary. Manjari Bhava is very, very highest relishment of transcendental bliss. So, although when we are listening from Gurudev, Acharyas, Vaishnavas and studying in scripture, then we are thinking, oh, if we follow to gopis, then we have to give up all sense gratification. No, really you are not giving up, you are getting more, which you are not qualified to attain that. By adopting this process and listening and following, you are getting more sense gratification, which our senses is unable to release. Our senses are now only qualified to release some quantity of material gratification. We are unable to gratify completely also, because our senses are imperfect. So don't think if you try to release, enjoy this material world also you can enjoy. Impossible. What quantity of sense gratification we are enjoying in this material world? This is nothing. Because we are in the age of Kali, our body is very disturbed and full of different problems, disease, etc. So we are very unfortunate to enjoy this also. But before, our forefathers, they had very good body. They were very strong and they had less disease. So they were better. But nowadays our body is very disease, full of hospital. In ancient time, there was no more hospitals. And no more such disease which we are fearing after listening. Wherever you go in the whole world, oh, he died due to heart attack. He died due to cancer. He died due to this. But in ancient time, these very severe diseases were not so spread. So our body is now not fit, full of toxins due to contamination of Kali. So really, what we are desiring to gratify the senses of this material world, and really we are unable to gratify full also. Fully it is impossible. So we should not be fearful when we try to adopt the Gopi Bhava or Manjari Bhava or Brajavasi Bhava, then it is very difficult because we cannot enjoy anything. No. If we adopt the process of Brajavasi like Mahaprabhu said, and our Acharyas Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srinath Chakravarti Thakur. In Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, and Srinath Chakravarti Thakur, about this verse, Aradhya Bhagavan Brajasatanya Tadhama Vrindavanam, there are two opinions about this. We should not be confused. Today Brajanath Prabhu was asking in morning time also, that Aradhya Bhagavan Brajasatanya Tadhama Vrindavanam, Ramya Kachit Brajavadhu Vargena Ja Ramya Kachit Upasana Ja Brajavadhu Vargena Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatradara Napara. So this verse is spoken by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srinath Chakravarti Thakur also. Why Srinath Chakravarti Thakur compiled one scripture, name is Vaishnava Manjusa. Vaishnava Manjusa. In that Mangalacharan he wrote this also. I studied that. I have that book also. Before that I was thinking only Vishwanath Chakravarti. Till that, as long as I had not got that book and I had not studied, in my mind, what I had listened also, what I have studied also, it was only Vishwanath Chakravarti. But after that, few years, almost 6-7 years before, 7 or 8 years before, I got Vaishnava Manjusa, which is compiled by Srinath Chakravarti Thakur. He also in that scripture, Mangalacharan, he wrote this verse. So, both are possible. Like, in scripture also, there are two opinions, different pronunciation and different word are repeating by different places. For example, in Bhagavad Gita you will find one verse, in Srimad Bhagavatam also you will find one verse. Similar. So don't be confused. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna said, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam Jome Bhaktya Prajachati Tadaham Bhakti Prahutam Asnami Pradatna. What said Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, same said in Srimad Bhagavatam Uttarartha, second part also. And Krishna saying to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita. And in Srimad Bhagavatam second part, 10th canto, Krishna saying to Sudama when he went in Dwaraka. Yeah. So same verse. Oh Sudama, you don't know my nature. You brought something but you are not giving. Why you are hiding? You give me. He was not feeling good because he saw Dwaraka was full of opulence. And what gift Sudama had brought, he was feeling it is improper to give him. Before you are thinking maybe Krishna in how he is staying, not so opulent and like me maybe little better. Because before he had listened only about Dwarka, but he had not experienced how opulent Dwarka was. When he came and saw the opulence of Krishna, so, and his food, how Krishna is eating and how Krishna is being served by 16,108 very opulent queens, like Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, etc. And how they are feeding to Krishna, how they are serving Krishna, in comparison to them, Siddham thought this is nothing, because Siddham when two, Sudam, not Siddhama, Sudam when two, he had no cloth to tie that flattered rice. Yes, he had no cloth. Yes, no cloth. And in which cloth he tied the flattered rice, there were more than 10 knots. Because full of torn. Yes, in that cloth. Full of torn. And when Siddhama was walking, he was walking and he was putting inside and full of perspiration. Full of perspiration. No chemical that time to clean the cloth.
No deodorant.
Huh?
No deodorant.
No deodorant. So he could not clean. So the smell of perspiration is coming. So he hesitated to give this. Because poverty was there. But Krishna does not see the object. Krishna sees the heart. So he was hesitating to give this. So he was trying to hide like this. But Krishna tried to find out. He was very clever. I am not going to that pastime. Only I just want to indicate what is the significance of devotion and what Krishna wants. Then Krishna repeated this verse, "Oh Sudama, why you are hesitating to give? My sister-in-law, wife of Sudama, is Sushila. I think she gave something to you, but you are not giving. I know your nature, but how you became so miser now? Because now you are looking so miser. Why? Because before you were very generous. But after coming immediately you should have given, but till now I am asking, you are not giving." Then also Sudama was trying to hide. He was not moving. Then he said, "You don't be worried for me. You should know my nature. Patram puspam phalam toyam jome bhaktya pragachati tadaham bhakti pahutam asnami pratatma." So don't be hesitated. You should know my nature, that I am eating everything which is given by love and affection. So whatever you bring, no problem. The most important is love and affection, devotion. And that you have. So give me, then he snans. Yeah. So this is the point that sometimes two places are coming. In Bhagavad Gita, same verse repeated in Bhagavatam also. So we should not, it is only Vishnu Chakra, only Vishnu. Both are possible. And I have studied that also.
But for both, the author is same, Ved Vyas.
Huh?
Both Mahabharata and for Bhagavatam author to same,
Author, but scripture different.
Achha.
Similarly, those two acharyas are the same, in same line, nobody problem. Understand? Those two acharyas are Gaudiya Upasakas, Mahaprabhu, so no problem. So no need to be confused, because there are two opinions coming. So there it is said that which kind of worshipping is Ramya. Ramya Kachid Upasana. Kachid Upasana Ramya. What does that mean? What does it mean? Kachid Upasana Ramya. Means which kind of process of worshipping is most beautiful. Ramya means very beautiful. Kachit Upasana Ramya. Kachit means which. Upasana means process of worshipping or process of loving or process of devotion is Ramya means most beautiful. Then Ja Brajavadhu Vargena Kalpita, which is adopted by Brajavasis. and especially Braja Gopis, Braja Badhu. Braja Badhu means Gopis, not only Braja Basis. Gopis are the most. Gopis worshipping is most beautiful. Then other Brajabasis also. So that is the Ramya means most beautiful. So among all gopis, Radharani is the topmost gopi, which cannot be replaced. No one can replace Radharani. That's why in other sampradaya, in other places, they are trying to please Krishna and trying to replace Radharani. It is foolishness. Impossible. It is foolishness and it is impossible. Nobody can please Krishna 100% like Radharani. So if one is desirous of pleasing Krishna, then it is his foremost duty that he should assist Radharani to please Krishna. That is sufficient. And that is the goal. Then only he can be qualified to please Krishna 100%. But without assistance of Radharani, without help of Radharani, if one is trying to please Krishna, impossible. Not only difficult, impossible. Nobody can please Krishna 100% without help of Radharani. So only Radharani is able to please Krishna 100%. So Krishna is being pleased fully 100% when Radharani is loving. When Radharani is present. When Radharani is serving. Without service of Radharani, without service love of Radharani, Krishna is unhappy. Not completely happy. So our foremost duty is to help Radharani, to serve Radharani in the service of Krishna. So Manjaris are releasing. What releasement Radharani releasing always? Manjaris are able to release that. Sakhi sometime unable, sometime able, sometime unable. But Manjaris are always allowed. Like Sakhi sometime allowed to go to Kunja, groves, Nikunja, sometime, not always. Like yesterday I was giving example that to Gurudev's room, sannyasis, other higher post devotees, they are allowed to Gurudev. But not always, not everywhere. But Brajanath Prabhu is allowed 24 hours a day. So it does not mean that sannyasis are not allowed at all to Gurudev at any time. They are allowed, but their entrance is restricted. Restricted means some in particular time and particular place, not everywhere and every time. But Brajanath Prabhu is 24 hours a day. Similarly, Manjaris are allowed to Radha Krishna service every time, every moment. But Sakhis are restricted. So, when we are listening, that when we will be qualified or to adopt the process of Gopi Bhava or Brajavasis mood, then we should give up all the desires of material sense gratification. Then we are feel very inconvenient. No. We should not feel it. If we give up this little quantity, then we will get more and more higher quality of releasement. Why? After giving up this desire to gratify the senses, automatically all our releasement of sense gratification will come. Automatically, no, without any handover. But now by handover also we are unable to gratify. But when we give up, automatically all will be supplied so that we cannot control that. We cannot control because we will release that quantity of sense gratification which Krishna is unable. So we are getting more and more or we are losing. We are losing something, getting more, many things. So we should not be worried. And that is needed. So this is the supremacy of Manjaris. How? I will give one example. Like Radharani is like creeper. Krishna is like a tree. Creeper cannot survive without help of tree or fence. Creeper needs always fans. So when creeper will be in fans or tree, then it is very joyful to spread here and there. Similarly, Radharani 24 hours desire only Krishna. Radharani does not want anyone without Krishna. That's why when Radharani appeared, she did not open the eye. Yeah. As long as Krishna did not come, she did not open the eye. Because Radharani thought, I want to see this world only after looking Krishna. Without looking Krishna, I don't want to see this material world. So when Mother Yashoda brought to Vrishabhana's place to Krishna, and Krishna touched to Radharani, then only she opened the eyes. So Radharani's, what is the realization and vision? Jahan jahan netra pade, taha Krishna spure. Wherever Radharani sees, only sees Krishna. But wherever we see, we are looking material world. And oh, I can gratify this. We are being attracted by the senses. Wherever we see, oh, this is very nice, I will enjoy. If we see this, oh, this is very nice, I want to enjoy this. Because we are not looking, Krishna is there. We are looking, object is there. This is the Maya. But Radharani, wherever she is, jahan jahan netra pade. Wherever Radharani's eyesight is going, there she is not looking the object. Taha Krishna spure. She is looking Krishna. So that is why Radharani is the topmost Mahabhagavata. No one is more Mahabhagavata than Radharani. Radharani is, among all Mahabhagavatas, Radharani is the best one. So, wherever Radharani sees, only Krishna. So when in Vrindavan she is looking, so wherever Radharani is going in Vrindavan, and when she sees that tamal tree, then she was not looking tree, she was thinking this is Krishna. And she is going to embrace, thinking as Krishna. So this is the symptom of topmost devotee or Mahabhagavata. So Radharani releasing always Krishna. And this releasement is possible to come to Manjari automatically. Why? Because Radharani is like creeper. Now this is creeper, there is a Manjari in the creeper. Flowers, then Manjari at the top. We are offering Tulsi Manjari. But what is Manjari, you know? Manjari.
फूल के अंदर जो पोलन होता है.
But we are offering like long, that is not Manjari. Krishna does not like that. How we are offering? Manjari. Manjari means the junction of two leaves which is very tender. That is Manjari. Very soft. But we are misunderstood. Manjari means very long, that is very long. And which is completely mature. That is flower of the Tulsi. That is not Manjari. I am looking many devotees are offering in different places. That is not Manjari.
So the Manjari is like the
very soft, tender.
not yet.
Where the junction of two leaves, in the middle will small. Very small. Yeah, that is very fond of Krishna.
And when it grows too big, it's too hard to offer.
Yeah. You can offer this, but Krishna is not fond of this. Where Manjari, because you cannot get Manjari always. Then when Manjari is not available, you can offer. But most favorable to Krishna, and Krishna is very fond of this Manjari, Tulsi Manjari. But we are thinking that flower is Manjari, that is flower. In India, mostly those who are able to know about this, we don't offer this. We are taking out this flower. You can keep her growing the plant. This. Yeah. Yeah, because it is very strong. Very strong. When you chew also cannot chew. Yes. So when you are feeling difficult to eat, how Krishna will accept you? So we are misidentified. This is Manjari. This is flower. Manjari means very tender and soft, and which Krishna is very attracted to get this. And Advaita Acharya is putting Tulsi Manjari. not tulsi leaf, tulsi manjari and Ganga water. So when creeper is there, there is leaf and flower and manjari is there. When you move only creeper, automatically manjari will be moved, cyclic, dancing. Even if you move little quantity to creeper, manjari will be more movable. Yes. When you move to one branch, then top will be more movement. So whenever you touch, automatically it will go to manjari. So manjari doesn't. You are not doing anything to manjari. You are touching to creeper, but it is going automatically to manjari. Similarly, whatever Krishna does with Radharani, automatically going to manjari. So this is the significance of manjari. So we should not be worried. Manjaris, they don't want to meet with Krishna separately. They have no desire at all. Directly. Directly, separately also. Whenever, but Radharani is so compassionate. Radharani is so compassionate. So she herself, because that's why she is able to attract all gopis under her control. If Radharani had known these qualities, then she would not have any gopis. Yeah. Although, how many qualities of Krishna? You know? 64. How many qualities of Radharani?
25.
Huh? 25. 25 only. Radharani has 25 qualities and Krishna has 64 qualities. But Radharani only with 25 qualities, she is able to control Krishna and defeat Krishna. Only with 24 quality of Radharani is sufficient to defeat 64 quality of Krishna. Yes. So all the Krishna has many qualities, but Radharani has only 25 qualities. By 25 qualities, Radharani is able to attract Krishna. So not only attracting Krishna, but also attracting all Braja gopis under her control. And all gopis are loving to Radharani, mostly.
And Chandravali is like, so how we can see them, Chandravali and her gopis, they are also under the control of Radharani?
Yes.
Okay.
Indirectly, not directly, but Chandravali is separately, independently all those time, but she is glorifying Radharani. Why? When Krishna is not going there, oh, I am most unfortunate. Radharani is very fortunate. Why Krishna is not here? Krishna went there. So in this way, she is glorifying to Radharani. I tried because she is making the grove very nicely, waiting like Vasakasaja mood. In the Vasakasaja mood, she is waiting. But Krishna is not coming, and she, her Sakhis, when informing Krishna may be in Radharani's grove, then she is thinking, I am very unfortunate, Radharani is very, very fortunate, so Krishna is always hankering to go there. So like the under control of Radharani, whole Brajamandal. Indirectly, the Chandravali also under control of Radharani. Not directly, because if directly all will be controlled, then the pastime of Braja will be not so glorious. Yes, not so relishable also. Rather, Chandravali is present, that's why Radharani becoming more glorious and our pastimes with Krishna becoming very relishable. If Jatila, Kutla, Abhimanyu will not present also, relishment will be minimized. So, Radharani has such good qualities of 25 that by only these 25 qualities, Radharani is able to attract a whole Brajamandal. So, due to her these qualities and love and affection, she is able to attract everyone. All gopis under her control. That's why she is thinking sometimes, oh, Rupa Manjari is doing lot of service to me. Or Rati Manjari is doing lot of service. Labhaga Manjari, Vilas Manjari, all Manjaris are doing lot of service to me. So I should let them mix with Krishna one day. this desire is coming inside Radharani due to love and affection to the maid servants. So, but Manjaris, they don't want to meet Krishna separately or independently. They have no desire at all inside their mind. That's why they are Manjari. Sakhis sometimes. And they accept Krishna. But Manjaris, they reject Krishna to meet separately.
Gurudev said that when Krishna comes to the Manjaris, then they hide behind Radharani.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I am going to little clarify it. So when Radharani looking to her maid servants, they are doing a lot of service, 24 hours a day serving me. So I should give some opportunity to them. So Radharani arranging meeting of Krishna with Manjari. So she is making the plan. And sometimes she is saying to Krishna, now you have to meet with them. Sending. She is sending to Krishna to meet with Manjari. So when Krishna is coming to meet with Radharani, then Krishna is, today you go to Rupa Manjari. When Krishna is sending to Radharani to Rupa Manjari, Radharani is sending to Krishna to meet with Rupa Manjari, and Krishna is going, then Rupa Manjari running. No, you go to Radharani. I don't want to. I don't want. And then she is going hiding, because when Rupa Manjari is there, Krishna is going to meet, then Rupa Manjari running, then going to Radharani. So they have no desire to meet with Krishna separately, to enjoy anything. So their pleasure is in pleasure of Radharani. So Rupa Manjari and other Manjaris' happiness and relishment is coinciding in Radharani's happiness. So whatever Radharani is relishing, they are coming. How they are coming, it is proved in scripture also. I will give one example, then it will be very easy to understand. Raghunath Das Goswami is relishing this, and he is experiencing, he is realizing this, he is witnessing this. Then how he is witnessing, I will speak. What is time now? Time?
7
We don't
o'clock.
have our phone.
Huh?
7 o'clock.
Huh?
8 p.m.
8:20. No, 8:20.
8:20.
No, 8:20. So, how Manjaris are relishing what Radharani is relishing without any handover. Then Raghunath Das Goswami said, Tvam Rupa Manjari Sakhi Prathita Pure Asmin Punsaha Parasya Badanam Nahi Pasyatiti Bimbadhare Kyatamana Gata Bhatrikayaha Jatte Vyadhai Kimuta Chukapungavena. O Rupa Manjari, Tvam Rupa Manjari Sakhi. Ari Sakhi means, oh my dear Sakhi, Rupa Manjari. Because Raghunath Das Manjari and Rupa Manjari, both are Sakhis. And Manjari is also coming in the category of Sakhis also. But still they are Manjari different group. And Sakhis are different group. And most prominent Sakhis are Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Sampalata, Indureka, Rangadevi, Sudevi. They are prominent Sakhis. So they are not coming in this category. Although Rupa Manjari are and other Manjaris are Sakhi category coming, but different category Sakhis, so they are not in this category. They are not Priya Narma Sakhi. Yeah. So when Rupa Manjari was there, then Rati Manjari was looking into Rupa Manjari. Rati Manjari is Raghunath Das Goswami himself. So one day Raghunath Das Goswami saw sitting on the bank of Radhakund, when he was chanting, in that chanting, he merged in like Siddha Sadhak Rupena, Seva Sadhak Rupena, Siddha Rupena Chandi. Two. Tattat Braja Lokanusarata, Karja Braja Lokanusarata. So in two mood of sadhak, one is internal mood, other is external mood. So when Raghunath Das Goswami was in external mood chanting, but internal mood was in Braja. So when he was in internal mood of Braja, then in the form of his internal mood was Rati Manjari. So when she was looking to Rupa Manjari, that Rupa Manjari today was looking different. What was the difference? Then she asked, Tvam Rupa Manjari Sakhi, O Sakhi Rupa Manjari, Tvam Prathita Pure Asmin. In this Pura, means in this whole Brajamandal, which contains 335 villages, in whole Brajamandal, everyone knows that Rupa Manjari is a chaste Manjari. Very chaste. Chaste.
Chase.
Yeah. So, you are very chaste lady, I know. Whole Brajamandal knows. But today I am looking different. Why? Tvam Rupa Manjari Sakhi Prathita Pure Asmin. Asmin Pure Prathita means very, very famous. You are very famous chaste lady who is Rupa Manjari. But today I am looking you like unchaste. Today I am looking like unchaste. Why? Rupa Manjari says, why? Because Tvam Rupa Manjari Sakhi Prathita Pure Asmin. Next, remember you? No. Tvam Rupa Manjari Sakhi Prathita Pure Asmin Punsa Parasya Vadanam Nahi Pasya Sthiti. So why Rupa Manjari is chaste? What is the root cause? What is the symptom of a chaste lady? Do you know?
When her husband is gone, she doesn't go out or do anything.
The symptom of a chaste lady is she will have no desire to other one except husband. This is the symptom of chaste lady. Her only desire for husband, no one else. Similarly, Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari is saying, Punsa Parasya Vadanam Nahi Pasyatiti. Because you are a very chaste lady, I know, that's why you never see anyone's face except your husband. So she never sees. I know this. That Punsa Parasya, Parapurusha means other persons. Vadanam means face you never see. Why? Because Anagata Bhatrukaya. You have no husband now. And you have no desire to see anyone except a husband. But still, the Bimbadhare Khatam. I saw that Khatam means injury on the yonder lip, which is normally done by husband. But where from this injury came? Because I am looking, you have no husband now. And your injury on the lip. So where from this came? Kimutat Chukapan Pungavena Vyadhai. I think parrot. Parrot came and injured, make injury by the, what is? Beak. Yes. By the beak, he made this injury. Sukha. Who is that Sukha? Sukha is none but Krishna himself. So, why Rati Manjari said this, Raghunath Das said this? Because there is one pastime in Giriraj Govardhan. When Krishna and Radharani, they were in the groves of Govardhan, at that time Rupa Manjari was there, and when Radha Krishna, they were meeting in the groves and they were engaged in the confidential pastime. So when Krishna touched to Radharani's lips, then that feeling came and transferred to Rupa Manjari automatically. Really, no one made injury on the lips of Rupa Manjari. But automatically that injury came to Rupa Manjari. Why? Because Radharani's condition is like this. So this is the proof that whatever Radharani is releasing automatically coming to Manjari. So Manjari are very, very glorious. Without endeavor, automatically all releasement of Radharani coming. Like reflection, etc. So that is why Manjaris are very, very glorious. And Rupa Manjari is one of them. And how Rupa Manjari is releasing all the feelings of Radharani. Whatever Radharani is releasing, automatically coming to Rupa Manjari. And among all the Manjaris, Rupa Manjari is most prominent. So without Rupa Manjari's blessing and permission, we will have no right and qualification to enter in the confidential service of Radha Krishna and to relish the sweetness of loving service of divine couple in higher platform. So, Rupa Manjari's blessing is needed, compulsory. Without the blessing of Rupa Manjari, we have no qualification to attain real service of Radha Krishna. So, we need Rupa Goswami and Rupa Manjari's blessing. And how he attained Mahaprabhu's blessing, we are going to discuss. But today, we have to go a long distance. We will stop here. Huh? We stop here? Huh?
आधे घंटे का रास्ता
No, I can walk.
Stop here?
Maybe some question.
Any question? Or if you stop here, if you start to start, then we can enter. Or question answer, we can decide.
और महाराज बोलिए कम से कम 20 मिनट तो है
Then continue.
Also, it is described that Manjaris, because they are so much tadatma with Srimati Radharani, their beauty is like Srimati Radhika.
Yes, all like. What Radharani release, all looking.
Like, no, also their form.
Everything.
Like
Everything.
even Rupa Goswami, his form is like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Rupa Manjari,
Prabhu
has
Mate
beautiful.
All are beautiful.
Maharaj will help you.
All are beautiful. Everything is like Radharani. Whatever beauty of Radharani, Manjaris are also beautiful, attractive. So, but there are some differences there. Only tendency is they have no desire to meet with Krishna personally,
They are not direct.
no direct.
They get much
Yeah.
more happiness.
Happiness.
But indirect.
Yes, what Radha Krishna
Why
they
I
have.
should accept less.
Yes.
If I can enjoy more.
Yes, that's why they are glorious. And sometimes they are unable, Radha Krishna they are unable, but Manjaris are happiness is more and more.
Sometimes Krishna tries to convince Manjari.
Yes,
Then Manjari says, why I should accept less if I can experience more? I am more happy if you are meeting with Srimati Radhika than if you meet with me there.
that's why when Radha is sending to Krishna, Manjaris are rejected. No, you go.
Therefore Srimati
Yeah.
Radhika has so much faith in them.
Yes.
They will never...
Yes. So, Radharani, why it is doing that? Why, here question may arise, that why Radharani is sending in front of everyone to Krishna to meet with Manjari? Why? Give me the reason.
To prove how loyal they are.
Huh?
Is that a test?
Prove.
You give and give the reply. Why? Why? Because Krishna knows, Radharani knows that Manjari they don't want Krishna separately without service of Radha Krishna. They want only Krishna should meet with Radharani.
Increase their glory.
You said that
Yeah.
also because she's so pleased with them that she wants to kind of reward them with this direct meeting.
Yes, this I already told.
Yeah.
One more reason. One more reason.
Do you want to see
And
if Krishna is...
Maharaj, isn't that also why the devotees who were manjaris couldn't comfort Lord Chaitanya because they were just in that mood and so they couldn't really comfort him?
Yeah, because why? Because Mahaprabhu came to release the Radharani's mood directly with Krishna and Radha. And this is not Manjari's affair. So, Manjaris are distant from this. That's why they came and stayed in Vrindavan. Because Manjari is not going inside the grove to see. Through the hole, Gavakya, it is called in Sanskrit, Gavakya. Gavakya, understand? Yes. So Manjaris are witnessing and looking through Gavakya,
To the window of the kund.
through the window. Not exactly window. Hole. Yeah. Opening. Huh?
Like our Guru Maharaj has made a painting,
Ah.
Seva Kunja painting,
Yeah.
then you can see Manjari's
Yeah.
twins.
Yes. Through. That is called in Sanskrit Gavakya. So similarly, Rupa Manjari and all Manjaris, they came in Vrindavan. So that is like grove's hole. Through hole, they were looking into Jagannath Puri. What Mahaprabhu was telling.
And they were describing
Yeah, they were describing.
Kaviraj
Yeah.
Krishna.
Yes, and Raghunath Das also was not looking this in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Das also looking at Radha Kund. So, sitting at Radha Kund and sitting at Ter Kadam in Nandagram Rupa Goswami was able to see what Mahaprabhu was doing there. Able to see. Yeah. So now my question you reply, everyone. I already answered, but what is the one more reason?
Because he wants to distribute, to glorify Manjaris. How glorious they are.
Yes,
But they never ever want to in any way enjoy separately with Krishna.
yes, exactly. True. Something more. Reply and explain. Your answer is correct, but in a little better way.
Is it because she wants to give it in the form of prasad?
Sorry?
Like prasad?
Prasad. No, I am asking why Radharani is sending the Manjaris? Krishna sending to Manjaris. Radharani is sending to Krishna to Manjaris. Why?
She's testing Krishna.
Sorry?
She wants to see what Krishna will do.
No, again, I could not listen.
She wants to
She's
know
testing.
that Krishna,
Is only.
Krishna wants to enjoy.
Krishna is going.
But they are refusing.
Yeah, they are
By their
refusing.
refusal,
Yeah.
then they become, Srimati Radhika wants that the whole world should know how glorious they are. Manjaris, they never ever will separately enjoy with Krishna. They only want to assist Srimati Radharani. This is their heart. That is why they are so fully, trustworthy. And they can come at any time, anywhere, because they will never ever take advantage of any situation. They want only that Radhika.
But is Krishna trustworthy? For Radharani,
That is another thing. But they know that Krishna is only happy when he is meeting with Srimati Radhika. If he meets with anybody else, he is not as happy. Only when Srimati Radharani and Krishna meet together, that they are convinced, and then Krishna is fully enjoying, relishing the highest, topmost love and affection.
Yeah, this is why also
You already told us?
One more. Jiva Goswami explained. Jiva Goswami explained about the difference of Sakhis and Manjaris and Radharani. Body. Your question was there. But let me reply first question. This is what I am asking. Your answer is okay, but present in little better form. One by one. Pankaj can do.
Yeah. I was not here, so whatever you guys want me to do, I'll do it.
Who will speak?
Maharaj, you should translate this tika for us so that we can read it ourselves, and then next time we can see.
Sorry?
If we cannot read Jiva Goswami's tika, we have to hear it from you. So we will just wait for you.
No, Jiva Goswami I am going. What Jiva Goswami spoken, that I am not speaking now. I am asking different question.
Yeah, question.
Question, why? Because Radharani knows that Manjaris will not accept it. If I send to Krishna also, Radharani knows this. It does not mean that Radharani does not know. Knowingly also, why Radharani is sending Krishna to Manjaris to meet? Radharani knows. She has a strong faith.
To pass the secret on?
Huh? Sorry?
To pass the secret on. To give the secret to Krishna.
No, because Radharani.
No, she is sending openly.
Because Radharani is extremely merciful, so she wants to share this mercy completely, but she also knows that they will not accept.
I already told.
We told already.
I already told you. He also little time.
Radharani wants to show the whole world how glorious are Manjaris. How glorious is his position.
But also Radharani is also showing the glories of Manjaris that they will not accept.
Yeah.
This
is not here.
And why else?
There's something higher, Maharaj. You say there's something higher.
No, this time Brother was a little better. Again he spoke little better. So why? Because Krishna knows that because this is not only today. Krishna knows what Manjari's mentality. So he will reject. But now Radharani pushing. What to do? Otherwise Radharani comes in man. If Krishna is not agreed to go, if Radharani becomes Mani, then big problem will come to Krishna. So that's why Krishna is going. But Krishna knows they will reject to Krishna.
Yes.
But Radharani is sending, no, you have to go to meet with Rupa Manjari. Then to please Radharani only Krishna is going. Otherwise, if Radharani angry, then big problem to Krishna. Whole day he has to tension. So Krishna is going, this is one.
He's going to a man.
Only to please Radharani.
Okay.
Only to please Radharani, then Radharani no man and Radharani is joyful. Yeah. So to avoid Radharani's man, Krishna is going on. And second is, Radharani knows that Manjari, they will reject to Krishna.
Yeah.
But still why sending? What Brother Prabhupada said, that is true, that Radharani wanted to present in whole world how glorious Manjari is. Radharani wanted to show whole world that what quality in Manjari are. In Manjari is what quality are. Quality. So she wanted to know and show whole world that in Manjari there is no 0.1% of personal sense gratification. Their only desire is to please Radharani and Krishna.
So Lalita Vishaka, they also have.
They can accept.
But they also have the mood only want to please Radharani. But still they have some independent.
They are not like Dwaraka.
They what?
Means they are not like Dwaraka. Lalita Vishaka are not like Dwaraka like Rukmini Satyabhama. In Rukmini Satyabhama, some personal desire is there. To meet with Krishna, etc. Personal desire also there. Swasukha Vasana. Swasukha Vasana, understand? Means own for pleasure. For their own happiness. For their own happiness, in Dwaraka is there. In Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Mitravinda, all Satya, all 16,108 queens, they have a personal desire to meet with Krishna for own sense gratification.
What about Chandravali and other? Chandravali also?
Chandravali also not like them.
Kamna?
Not like Radharani.
अच्छा नहीं नहीं द्वारका जैसे नहीं है
No.
स्वास्थ्य सुख नहीं है
Sadharan Rati and Samartha Rati.
But no, in Samartha Rati here.
No, in
Dwaraka is in Mathura is Sadharana Rati.
Yeah.
And in Dwaraka Samanjasa Rati. Samanjasa.
Samanjasa is Kubja.
Huh? No. Sadharana Rati is Kubja. Sadharana Rati is Kubja. No, understand?
No, we don't know the term. Maybe you can explain.
Samartha Rati is.
Now, Brother Guru explain. And then, if something, then I will add.
The amount of desire which is completely selfless. That means who has the highest, the topmost and most intense desire to make Krishna happy. It is present in three categories described by our acharyas. One is Sadharani, that is the desire to make Krishna happy, but also the desire that I should be happy. That is Kubja. Kubja is, she had never any attachment for any other man. Kubja. She was hunchbacked. But when Krishna lifted her up and made her very straight, she became very beautiful. And then she wanted that Krishna should enjoy with her beauty. But also she wanted to enjoy Krishna's beauty. Then we have in Dwarka, the queens who are married with Krishna in Dwarka. Their rati or transcendental love and affection towards Krishna is described as samanyas rati. Samanyas means that they love Krishna, they want to make Krishna happy, but they also love their children, their daughter, their 10 sons. And when they want to make Krishna happy, as Maharaj telling, because their love is divided, some selfish or not, it is not material in any way, but some idea that I should, or therefore they cannot control Krishna. Kubja also cannot control Krishna, because her love is ordinary. And in Braja Vrindavan, the gopis, they don't know anyone but Krishna. They give up their husband, their in-laws, everything. Any obstacle that comes, they overcome it, only to bring happiness to Krishna, because they know Krishna is only happy if he sees our beauty. If we are engaged in pastimes with Krishna, not for our happiness, we know that he cannot be happy without us. This is there, and that is why all the pastimes that we are relishing, hearing from our Guru Varga, especially Rath Yatra, Srimati Radharani wants that Krishna should come back to Vrindavan because only there he can be happy, yeah, truly happy. Because Krishna in Dwarka and in Mathura, he is not happy. Yeah. He is, every night he is crying, yeah, and his whole pillow is wet, and he is always calling his cows, and especially gopis, his mother, his friends, cows, and queens don't know what to do. Why he is always crying? We are not good enough for him, maybe. We are not beautiful enough. We are serving him 24 hours for 100 years, and still he is not happy. Always he is crying and crying.
Because he wants to enjoy the man mood of Srimati.
He wants that, like sometimes he is asking, Rukmini Devi, he's starting to quarrel with her, trying to make her little angry in man or sulky mood.
So,
but if gopis, in gopis he cannot do anything. Even manjaris, we are just hearing, if he wants to meet with manjaris will say, get out, yeah? And queens, they never speak like that to Krishna.
Right.
The gopis, they will chastise him, they will give bad, and he's more happy by that, because the obstacle that manifests by that increases his eagerness to somehow or other meet with them. The more there is obstacle, the more Krishna has to make, he has to start thinking how to overcome. Why? Because they only want to offer their beauty, their loveliness to Krishna. But if they make it easy, then Krishna doesn't relish so much. And they are very experts to make it very, very difficult. This is their mood. This is Srimati Radharani's desire. That the more Krishna has to overcome obstacles to meet with us and be happy, the more his happiness will increase. Right. Therefore, even though they don't want, but all these moods are constantly interchanging with each other and making beautiful, emotional, how you call it, relishable, experiences. Like when man comes, sometimes it comes without cause, sometimes with cause. But man is a very important ingredient in the love and affection. And there is no such thing as envy or jealousy or greed or selfishness that we think about when we are in this material consciousness. Everything is transcendentally pure on the level of transcendental prema. Even in Dwarka, we are telling some selfishness, but really it is not there. It is Krishna wants to experience, but still he cannot be happy there completely. That is the proof. When we hear these beautiful pastimes, then always our acharyas, they are remembering that Krishna is go to Braja. Only there he can be happy. And that is why Radharani and all, they never leave Braja. Therefore Krishna also cannot leave Braja. How can you leave some place where you are happy, relishable, to such an extent that you become completely conquered? You want to only stay there. And then complementary.
That's very good.
So there's a difference between Swakiya and Parakiya Ras.
Okay. Did you understand all? Okay?
Now
I didn't understand what you...
No understand?
I didn't understand what you said earlier about the Vipralamba mood with the manjaris when you were talking about the pinnacle.
Yes.
And then he said something about a mood of it, that she would then become angry and Krishna would have to wait a whole day. So can you explain that a little more?
I will clarify again.
Yeah.
When there is loving relationship, right? Before, for example, before you met with Chiranjeev Prabhu.
Let's not use him, just...
No, I'm telling, any loving relationship, we all know this. Before, first initial relation or meeting is very relishable.
Okay,
and then there is some obstacles are there, because you cannot always meet together. Sometimes you have to go back to your house, or you cannot tell everyone that you have, your heart is attracted to that personality. So, in that way, after you are married with each other, then everything is legal and there is no more that experience.
No more obstacles.
So Krishna, he wants to relish all different types of loving exchanges. And although everyone is part and parcel of Krishna, what to speak, Srimati Radharani is Krishna's counter whole. She is inseparable from Krishna. So how Krishna can experience that loving emotion that is there when lover and beloved meet, before there is any legal engagement. Because as soon as there is anything legal, then there is no more obstacle. Then you come home and you're the wife and he's the husband, and now you have to serve, and everything is diminishing. The loving emotional experience is going down.
The excitement,
When there is
the anticipation is gone.
In the Maui4 era, when people used to meet.
That wasn't the question I had.
Now what I'm telling you is, if there is in a relationship, like with Krishna and gopis, in a relationship, there are so many obstacles.
Right.
Yeah. One of the obstacles is Yotila and Kotila. Yeah. They always try to force Srimati Radhika, don't go to that black person. Yeah. He is cheater, he always wants to, we know him very well. But somehow or other, they overcome the obstacle, and Krishna and Srimati Radhika they meet. Yeah. Then when they meet together, there are more obstacles. Yeah. Man especially. Yeah. And there is some very special obstacle is that Krishna, although they want to be together, but due to man, man means sulky mood. Yeah. Sulky mood is something, when you are in sulky mood, then you have some conflict which is coming, and that prevents you to have loving embrace or sweet loving relationship.
But how does that relate to the Manjaris?
The Manjaris.
Like why would Radha send the Manjaris to meet with Krishna knowing that they're not going to ever have a selfish desire? In that point, Maharaj made some mention of...
So Srimati Radhika and Krishna, they have loving relationship. Yes. And Krishna is very worried. Yeah. More than Srimati Radhika. Yeah. Because he is not so expert to deal with all these emotional things. Why? Because Krishna, he is worried for everyone. Yeah? He has to think about all his devotees. Not only in Vrindavan and in Dwarka, everywhere. He is not Ekanishta, he is not fully concentrated only on Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani and gopis only fully concentrating on Krishna. They have no other side issues. But Krishna has so many side issues. So he's not so expert. Then when Srimati Radhika tells him, you have to do that. Yeah, he's very fearful. If I don't do this, then she may become Manini. She may become sulky, and then there is no love and affection, no opportunity to meet. Therefore, when she orders him anything, he has to follow her order. Why? Because he's afraid. If I don't do it, then she will become upset, and then whole day we cannot meet.
Also, when Gurudev first came, he spoke about the nature of the Manjaris and that they were manifestations of her personal things, like one lotus was a Manjari, was Kamala Manjari, and then Nayana Mani Manjari, the eyes of Radha. And
all Manjaris are different leaves of manifestation of Radha.
Radha is beauty.
But the Sakis are not, only Manjari Radha.
Sakis also.
Sakis are the manifestation of body, complete body, Kaya Bhiho. Sakis are Kaya Bhiho, Manjaris are limbs.
Wow. Also, Manjaris are serving intimately with Radha Krishna also because their age, they're younger than Radharani. But most Sakis, like Vishaka's same age as Radharani, Lalita's a little older than her. Is it also because they're younger that they can do?
No, that is not like only age is not prominent.
Not like that. Okay.
Because sometimes Purnamasi is very elder. But still she is speaking confidential pastime with Radharani and Krishna.
But she cannot enter the...
No, but discussing.
Okay.
But she is very old. But still she does not hesitate to discuss.
Okay.
So age is not prominent.
So we see that Parakya Ras is most exalted. Whereas in this world, that's lovers.
And that is why
there's
the
no
opposite. In
Yes,
Krishna's pastimes, in the transcendental world, Krishna is Atmaram, and he's at the same time Pararam. Pararam means to experience happiness, love and affection with something which doesn't belong to you. How is it possible? Everything belongs to Krishna. But it is his desire. His desire is, Atmaram means I'm happy completely within myself. Attakam, Atmaram. I have no any desires, I am feeling happy. That is some type of happiness which is completely possible to experience. But if there is more persons, then the happiness becomes more relishable. Like this house, Prahlad Prabhu and his wife are very happy here. They are with two, correct?
Correct.
When we come, when more people come, then more relishing the beauty and the happiness of the environment and the atmosphere, isn't it? Happiness increases. So Krishna, he wants to enjoy every type of happiness. But the most enjoyable is when you can meet with something, enjoy with something which is not yours. But in Krishna's absolute existence, it is not possible because everything belongs to Krishna. So how it is possible? Then what happens? Yogamaya, that is Srimati Radharani herself, she creates an environment in which it seems that something which Krishna wants to enjoy doesn't belong to him, it belongs to somebody else. Therefore all gopis, this is very important, this is called Parakiya, and this is the message of Rupa Goswami really, and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and especially our Gurudev. And we can only speak about this by their mercy, what we have heard from our Gurudev. Yeah. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, especially in Jaiva Dharma, he explains this very nicely. He's telling that if someone wants to experience happiness, then the more there is obstacle, the more he has to endeavor or she has to endeavor to experience that happiness again and again. If there is so much greed in our heart, I want to experience this. Where can I meet this beautiful? I want to be with this person, or I want to be in this situation. I want to go home after your work, for example. You want to go home and you want to be there where everyone is kind and nice and affectionate to you. So Krishna, he has the same. His home is Vrindavan, and there he can relish. From birth, Krishna grows up with small gopis. They never know anybody else. They are playing together, and they think only about Krishna, till the tender age, when Krishna goes to Mathura, and then what happens, they only want, to remember that Krishna, and they want that he should never ever, be unhappy. But anyhow, what happens, they think he should be happy, that if we are suffering and he is happy with that, then that is our happiness. This is so beautiful, this is unprecedented, and this is something which we have been invited to approach and to one day be participants in. And this is the gift of our Gurudev and our Guru Parampara. And really this is Srila Rupa Goswami Pad's greatest treasure. That is why we are worshipping and following Sri Rupa Manjari Pada.
Understanding the desires of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Manovishta. That's how we play.
Yesterday we were talking about Chandramukhi. Is she a Manjari or a Sakhi?
Nandimukhi.
Nandimukhi, sorry.
Sakhi.
Mangal's sister.
Sakhi. Because
Sakhi.
Gurudev said she will never look at Krishna.
Nandimukhi?
Yeah. Once Gurudev said I should be like Nandimukhi. She never looks at Krishna. Even Krishna will try.
Then maybe also a Manjari.
Because it seems like a Manjari mood.
Manjari also.
Yeah, Gurudev, he may refer to Nandimukhi Manjari. Nandimukhi is also, because there are many.
Yes, many Sakhi.
Many Sakhis have the same.
And don't think Rupa Manjari is not. Rupa Manjari also Sakhi. Rupa Manjari also Sakhi. Among 4 category of Sakhis of Radharani, Rupa Manjari is one of them.
Sakhi means friend?
Yes, Sakhi means friend.
Are you saying
So,
Manjari is also...
when you are Manjari, Manjari may not, in Sakhi, Manjari also come. But in Manjari, Sakhi will not come. In Sakhi, Manjari will also come.
They are called Nitya Sakhi or Pran Sakhi. Or Kinkari. Kinkari is a very special word. Gurudev said there is no explanation in English language.
Yeah, what is the meaning of Kinkari?
Kinkari is...
What is the meaning of Kinkari?
It cannot be explained in English.
Maharaj, it's kind of like
No, you have to explain.
Unpaid slave.
Huh?
Yeah,
Unpaid slave. But it's a little bit
No.
different because
English.
महाराज हिंदी हम लोग हिंदी में जो इस्तेमाल करते हैं जो मतलब
Speak English, all will listen.
So
What is the meaning of Kinkari?
This word is misused in Hindi language. Like for example, when Mughals and all those guys, they were ruling India. So kinkaris used to be the one who used to serve the wives of the Mughals without any pay or with some little pay, pretty much like slaves, but not slave because they are serving such a high personality. So even though they are slave or servant of such high personality, they have such a high stature because of that reason. So although kinkari is a lower word, it's kind of like slave, but a slave of something so high that you have like a stature in that way. So
Kinkari is not slave.
But Maharaj, इसको misuse किया गया है. It has been
Why misuse?
It's been misused in Hindi and the Mughal. In past 1,000 years of the history of India, it's been used in the Mughal Empire.
We want to know the transcendental meaning of kinkari.
No,
in material also it is not true. In material also slave is different. Kinkari is different.
Is it like an unalloyed maidservant? Like that?
Isn't
Unalloyed
Mandari has a different meaning. Kinkari.
But sometimes our Guru Paraga also they call themselves kinkari.
Yes, but I want to know what is the meaning of kinkari. Kinkari is, you see now, Sakhi, in Mandari Sakhi is there. In Mandari Sakhi also there. But in this Kinkari, Mandari also there. In Kinkari, Mandari also there. So, how differ? In Kinkari, Mandari also there.
Maidservant, no?
Yes, maidservant also.
Okay.
But what is the significance of Kinkari?
Forever in
They can do anything at any time in order to please.
Yes. Now Gazlapur came with something.
I told unalloyed. Unalloyed means no limitation, always ready to serve. Unalloyed.
That is Mandari at all will come. In Sakhi also that. Sakhi don't think that Sakhi is a contamination. Sakhi also pure unalloyed.
जो डायरेक्ट सेवा कर सकती है राधा रानी की जब इंटीमेट सेवा चल उस सब वो किंकरी है, right?
English only. All let all know what you.
What I'm trying to say is that what I'm trying to clarify is that aren't kinkari the one who are actually serving in the intimate moments of Srimati Radharani and Krishna? Those are the kinkaris.
That is Mandari also.
The part of the manjari.
Mandari also.
Part of the manjari is the kinkaris, right? The subset of manjaris, which are serving intimately in the pastimes. Because like you said, like there are some manjaris they don't even enter the kunjas, but then some they actually enter inside the kunjas. They actually serve at that intimate pastime is going on.
Yes, that is already in Mandari.
Isn't Krishna called Kinkor Krishna?
Huh?
Isn't Krishna also called Kinkor? No? I've heard Kinkor.
Sorry?
Kinkor. I've heard Kinkor Krishna.
Kinkar, you have
Is
kinkar
that
and
different?
kinkari.
Kinkar is
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kinkar is male
What
form.
is Kinkor?
Kinkar is male form.
What does it mean?
Huh?
What is Kinkor?
Yes. So.
I know one devotee, his name is Kinkar.
Yeah.
He's in Costa Rica.
Yeah. Kinkar is male form.
Yeah.
Kinkar is female form.
Okay, but what is the meaning? Maybe
what's the meaning of
Yes, I am asking. Oh, 9 o'clock already.
समय हो गया.
9 o'clock already. So tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, because गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि जय श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद की जय जय रूप मंजरी की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि
Everyone will have to come to tomorrow's program to solve this cliffhanger.
And the whole day you can think about it and try to
Tomorrow
discover.
night we're going to stop for prasadam, let people eat, and then carry on afterwards.
Good.
And no Google, right? No Google for Kinkor. Can we Google it?
Kiranji Prabhu said.
He wants to do. He's like Kinkar.
Yes, he should do. I'll support him.
Tomorrow we also
राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 ये सब नहीं कर पाए
गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे राधे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राधे जय कृष्णा जय राधे जय Hare
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Srila Sripad Sridhar Maharaj ki Jai Maui4 Prahladas.